It's Sunday, December 17th in the evening, about 5:17 today. If I look to the west here, the sun has just set, so yeah. Took a little nap. I took a little long on the nap. Sunday naps are the best. Anyway, we're in the fourth section here, fourth cell, of I believe the seventh section, 7. Look at the bales, 8, 9, and 10. Yep, this is the seventh row, fourth cell. Last time they were here, I want to say was in probably early October, late September. So this is a long period of rest. There's only a few places where I see any manure patties left. What is that? That's the skull of something. I don't know what that is. Huh. Anyway. Grass here is pretty long. The grass that there is growing. So soil is nice and damp and soft. We had some rain, I think on Friday, just like half an inch or something like that. So it's pretty good out here. It's pretty good. Cows were nice and quiet. Nobody was complaining. So that's a good sign. Look at those. It looks like the color of the rainbows from the horizon up. There's a blue, then like a purple, then a red, an orange, a yellow, and then a sky blue up above that. These beautiful colors. We used to, every once in a while, I never saw it myself, but every once in a while someone would say, in the wintertime I think usually, they'd say the northern lights were visible from the Seattle area up there in Washington State. But to me these colors are amazing. Just amazing. Why is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue? The answer is really easy. The radiation coming from the sun, the light, interacts with the molecules of air, and it's re-emitted. So it's closer to the blue spectrum, that the air absorbs more light. And so when you're looking up at the blue sky, what you're seeing is sunlight that has been absorbed and re-emitted by air molecules. And the reason why it's red around here near the horizon is because the red light doesn't interact as much with those air molecules, so more of it gets through, but then it's hitting, you can see here, look at this, you can see there's an angle. It starts here at the horizon, then it kind of goes up. Let me trace it again. There's an angle, right? So that's the orange light hitting particles of dust in the air and lighting it up so you can see it. Same kind of principle, but if you look straight up, between us and the edge of space, there's not as many particles as there is this way across the surface of the earth. So that's why it's blue in all the colors. And I think it was Richard Feynman was asked one time whether he can see the beauty of the world because he understands the phenomena that produces it. And then he told the interviewer, he said, basically, not only can I see the beauty of a rose and everything else in the world that you can see, but I can see beauties that you don't understand exist. And there's symmetries and patterns that can't be explained to people unless they have an education in mathematics and physics to even perceive what they're saying is going on. I think there's a lot of pictures from electron microscopes that didn't exist when I was a child, but as the technology improved and as people got more experience using the devices, there's all kinds of things we can see now that we couldn't even see before. We only had to imagine with our minds because there's no way that we could actually see it with our eyes. So sometimes that beauty, the beauty of things that we imagine, is just as beautiful, if not more so, than the things that we can actually see. And just because we're imagining it doesn't mean it's less real. You know. What do they say? Seeing is believing. I've always found that funny. If seeing is believing and I watched a Hollywood movie, does that mean those things are real? No, they're not. It's all fake. Your eyes can be deceived, just like anything else. Just because you think you saw it doesn't mean it actually was. So in reality is not what you necessarily see with your eyes. Reality is something you perceive with your mind, after filtering what you see with your eyes and figuring out what's real and what's not. So reality itself in that way is imaginary. It's not perceived directly. You know, if what you perceive directly was reality, then street magicians would be doing real magic. You know, so you have to go beyond what you see, and you have to identify where you're being deceived and find the truth of reality underneath that. So that's my thoughts. I've been thinking a lot about just the nature of things, you know. One of the things that has kind of impressed my mind recently is that animals are not people. And if you try to scientifically describe using objective and absolute terms, like what makes animals different from people, you analyze atoms and molecules and DNA and, you know, structures of their body, it's not easy to see how animals and humans are different. And I believe that there's something supernatural going on in our minds and our consciousness. Language itself is a supernatural phenomena. You know, the fact that I'm making these gurgling noises with my mouth, and you're able to perceive thoughts and ideas, and we're able to communicate through this medium of sound, symbolic of symbols of writing and images and things like that. Oh, here are the duckies. Hello, duckies. You want some food? I'll feed them when I'm done filming. But the symbolism, you know, like we see something and we say, oh, that's what that means. That's all. That's not physical objective reality. That's something that we've added on, you know, to reality. We're looking at physical objective reality and perceiving something that simply does not exist in the physical objective reality, but something that exists beyond the physical reality, right? Those kind of things, you know. What makes a human human? If we took all the atoms and molecules and put them together, would that be a human or just a human-shaped piece of matter? What's the essential element? You know, the ship of Theseus argument is pretty interesting too. If somebody gets their arm, you know, cut off in an industrial accident, does that mean they're less human? Right? Is the arm even part of being human? Is that what defines humanity? Or is it something else? What was that? I guess the cow got upset with them and they decided to leave. Huh, interesting. This, by the way, is number 4 fourth calf I tagged. Her tag came out of her ear though. I'm planning on sterilizing the tags when I do it next time. Sterilizing everything and then putting it in. Maybe even sterilizing the ear. I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking about, guys. Have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.